Hi guys, CombinedYoutuber here. Welcome to the F1 2013 career mode today, and we'll be doing the British Grand Prix. We qualified in 4th place for this British Grand Prix. You probably saw for the qualifying about a week ago, and we qualified 4th now for this British Grand Prix. Pretty average qualifying session, to be fairly honest. Had a pretty average time as well, so here we are in the garage, getting ready for my favourite track in Silverstone, the British Grand Prix. Now, sorry if I sound a bit bad, it's because I have a cold right now, so yeah, but that's alright, I can still commentate with it. I've been sick actually since yesterday, so that's alright, I can still commentate for you guys. So the grid, Lewis Hamilton starts from pole. That's quite a shock at British Grand Prix for sure. Sebastian Vettel, I think, was second. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel was second. There was Nico Rosberg, there was me in 4th, so here we go. Look at the teammate challenge, and the pit stop strategy will probably be pitting a lap 6 for prime tyres. Yeah, there you go. It was Vettel, then Rosberg, and then me. So here we go, out on track for the British Grand Prix. Sorry. See, so here we are on the grid for the British Grand Prix. We have the lights coming on for the British Grand Prix. 5 lights. And so away we go for the British Grand Prix. Hamilton has had a bad start compared to Sebastian Vettel, who's coming on the inside now into turn 1. Can Vettel overtake him? Yes! Hamilton has been overtaken by Sebastian Vettel for the start. Vettel now takes the lead from Lewis Hamilton. Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton are side by side. Both Mercedes are side by side. Are coming down into loop now. Can we try to go? Oh, we got up the inside of both Mercedes there. That's an awesome move. We did that last season as well. We actually did that last season, I'm not even joking. We went up the inside of both Mercedes as well, into loop. So, we just copied our move from last season. It was also on the first lap as well. So here we go, coming into Brooklyn. Sebastian Vettel's in the lead, we're up into 2nd. Rosberg down to 3rd, Hamilton down to 4th. Now coming down to a Stowe. We're behind Sebastian Vettel now, on lap 2 of 13. Now in 2nd place now. Can we go up the inside of Vettel into Vale? Here we go, up the inside now, on Sebastian Vettel into the Vale chicane. And we get past him. We almost touched him there, but we get past him for the lead of the Grand Prix. That's an interesting overtake. There you go, there's the replay of it, and oh, we did touch him on the exit there, so that was a very close. There you go, moving on to lap 3, and Vettel's coming on the outside of us into Brooklands, but they're coming into Brooklands now. And can Vettel pass us? No. Can he go to the left field? We've got a little bit, we've got way wide into left field there. Vettel will now overtake us, but we're going to get some much better traction out of the corner. And can we get Vettel now down into Copse? We're going to pull out to the outside of Sebastian Vettel, down into Copse now. Moving on to the grass a bit. And here we go, coming down towards Copse. He's got the inside line. We're going to cut back to the inside, down into Maggots and Beckett's. Here we go, into Maggots. We take back the lead of the British Grand Prix. That's a great fight back from us on Sebastian Vettel there. And now coming onto the Hager Straight, onto Stowe. Sebastian Vettel still behind us. 1.1 seconds off the pace. Rosberg still 3rd. So the top 3 have stayed the same for 3 laps. Then there comes Rosberg now, coming round the outside of Sebastian Vettel there. That's a great move from Nico Rosberg there. Let's check out the replay. There you go, Rosberg side by side, almost touching wheels with Sebastian Vettel. Watch there behind, Rosberg almost touching wheels with Vettel, and he goes round the outside at Stowe. That is a great move from Nico Rosberg. And now coming into loop now, a lap 4 of 13 here in Britain, and all this Rosberg's now looking up the inside of us now into the Wellington Straight. Rosberg gets past us now, and we're coming side by side now down to left field of Brooklands, I should say, and Vettel's are coming to the outside as well, coming up the inside of Rosberg into Brooklands. We get the move done. Back on Nico Rosberg, up into the lead of the British Grand Prix. So that 4 of 13. And we've got Rosberg now cutting back to the inside now, down into Cops. We're going to go side by side. There's a bit of a touch there. He almost spun. But can he go on the outside to Cops now? And we go. Oh, Rosberg is pushing us off. What are you doing, Rosberg? He's completely pushed us off into Cops. He pushed us off the track and we lost 2 positions. Look at this. Rosberg has just completely pushed me off the track and we've lost the position to Vettel and Webber. No, Hamilton and Webber, I should say. No, Vettel, Hamilton and Webber. We lost 3 positions even, so here we go. Can we get Mark Webber into Stowe? I hope we can. That was very dirty for Nico Rosberg. That's probably being himself in real life in Germany, remember? If you remember that. Here we go, behind Mark Webber. Here comes Lewis Hamilton there. Ahead of us, coming to the outside there. And Hamilton takes the lead of the British Grand Prix. Goes round the outside of Sebastian Vettel into Stowe. And that's a great move. But now up the inside of Mark Webber to Vale. There's a lot of overtaking. Every time you look, there's an overtake. And now moving on to lap 5 into turn 1. We're behind Sebastian Vettel. Now down into Village, I think this corner is called. And up the inside, very close to Sebastian Vettel there. As we come down into loop, we're going to cut back to the inside. And we get Sebastian Vettel into 2nd place. That is a great move. That was a switchback to the inside. And now coming down to Brooklands, where Sebastian Vettel is being challenged now by Mark Webber around the outside. Can Mark Webber get the position on Sebastian Vettel? Yes, he can. Mark Webber takes 3rd place. It's a great move from him. That's a great move. Yeah, he has moved up to 3rd place. Webber was actually trying to come to the outside there. But now coming into the pits here in Britain to make our first and only pit stop on lap 5. So that's actually 1 lap earlier than I did the strategy for, which is lap 6. But this pit lane is the slowest of the season, so we've got to wait a while. But here we go, changing on to prime tyres. It's a 3.168 second stop. And Hamilton sets the fastest lap, which is 33.7. And we're down to 15th place, 16th maybe. Not behind the Caterers, sure. We actually are going to be behind some back markers, so this is going to cost us a bit. P19 behind Jean-Eric Verne there, so lap 6 of 13 we move on to. We're joining 19th place behind Jean-Eric Verne. And ahead of Max Chilton, which is also crucial, but he's actually not far behind us. You can see him coming out of the loop in the mirrors there. Here we go. Coming to the Wellington Straight. Now coming to Vale. We're on lap 6 of 13 here in Britain. Now what can we do as people are in the pits now? We're starting lap 7 of the British Grand Prix. We've gained already 6 positions, but that's going to bring us to 8th place there. So 8th place for us in the British Grand Prix. That's decent, but we've got another lap to catch up on the other people who haven't pitted yet. So Robert Grosjean obviously hasn't pitted. Now on to lap 7. There was no action in this middle part of the race, so it's a shame. We're into the penultimate corner now, and on to the final corner, which is Club. And here we go. Come around the final corner. Let's see where we come out of the pit lane. We've already moved into P7, P6, P5, P4, P3. And that could be second. This could be second. Yes, it is 2nd place. And Lewis Hamilton is way ahead. So Hamilton will probably win this Grand Prix. But we're either going to take 2nd or 3rd. We'll have to see about that. But Hamilton keeps the lead as we move on to lap 8 of the British Grand Prix, where Vettel is 9 tenths behind us now. And there's 1 car out of the race, but I don't care who it is, to be fairly honest. Unless it's a championship rival, I don't care. Here we go. On to lap 8. And I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know what I was meant to do. Oh yeah, we're catching Hamilton a bit there, sorry. We're catching Hamilton, and we've gained another 7 tenths on it there. I think we're 5.8 seconds, and now we're 5.1 seconds. So we are catching Hamilton. So this could be a win for us. We have to see what happens though. But here we go, coming into Chapel. What's the sector split now as we come onto the Hangar Straight? It's 4.8 seconds. We're gaining on Lewis Hamilton now in this British Grand Prix. Can we get Hamilton? On lap 9 now, this British Grand Prix, we've gone way wide there into Stowe actually. We go to the first sector of the next lap, on lap 10. Oh, sorry. Onto the Wellington Straight. What's the gap? What's the gap now to Lewis Hamilton? As we come into the first second split, Sebastian Vettel's all over the back of us. 5.4 seconds, so we're actually backing off from Lewis Hamilton now. So I know we can't catch him. So here comes Vettel now, coming to the inside, just making a very cheeky little look on the inside there when we went wide into Luffield. And coming into Copse now, and onto Beckett's and onto Chapel. But Sebastian Vettel is now all over the back of us now, down onto the Hangar Straight. Now Sebastian Vettel is coming to the outside of us with DRS open for Sebastian Vettel. Can he get us into Stowe? Not quite. But can he go back to the inside into Stowe? Not quite. He's switching back, but not quite. Vettel backs out of the move for second place. Lap 10 of 13 here in the British Grand Prix. And we've had quite a few twitches this race. And yeah, we're definitely back over Lewis Hamilton now. So lap 11 of the British Grand Prix now. We've got 3 laps to go in this race. Sebastian Vettel's now coming to the outside of us now, down into Brooklands again. Can Vettel make it round the outside into Brooklands? Here we go, he's actually trying to do it round the outside into Brooklands. Can Vettel make the position of the inside into Luffield? Yes, he can. Sebastian Vettel gets the move done into second place. But can Vettel get us now into the next few corners? Here we go, coming into Copse. Sebastian Vettel's got the slipstream there. And because can we get Sebastian Vettel now onto the Hangar Straight? Into Beckett's and Beckett's now we go. And we've got huge slipstream on Sebastian Vettel now as we come down into Chapel and Beckett's. Here we go. We've got slipstream on Vettel now, down into the Hangar Straight. We've got DRS open. We've got no curves, but standard mix now onto the inside into Stowe, on Sebastian Vettel, side by side, and we get moved down into Stowe, on Sebastian Vettel, moving back up into second place. That was a pretty easy move, to be fairly honest, into Stowe. But that will do. We move up into second place. Who's gonna finish in second? It's gonna be me or Vettel. It's a good battle, but now moving on to the penultimate lap in this British Grand Prix, where Sebastian Vettel is challenging us. Now into Beckett's and Beckett's onto Chapel. Can Vettel now get us onto the Hangar Straight? He's touched just only slightly there, but now he's got DRS now coming onto the inside. But here comes Mark Webber, very close to Sebastian Vettel. Can Mark Webber get Sebastian Vettel now into Stowe? Not quite. Mark Webber backs out of the move. That was a good opportunity for Mark Webber to get past Sebastian Vettel for the podium. But now moving on to the final lap of this British Grand Prix, where Sebastian Vettel's now coming to the outside of us into Brooklands. But then we're going way wide off the apex into Brooklands there. We've gone on to the marbles. And now coming to Luffield. We've done that again. We've gone to the marbles. And Sebastian Vettel, we're now coming on the inside into Luffield. Vettel's got the move done very close to him into Woodcote. And now coming onto the inside and into Copse. We touched Vettel a little bit on the side point. But can we get Vettel into Copse? Now Vettel holds it round the outside into Copse. Very awesome move there. But now on the outside into Beckett, surely not there. Mark Webber gets around the outside as well. Webber with an awesome move there into third place. Round the outside into Maggots there from Mark Webber to take P3 out of nowhere. Who is going to take the podium? And Sebastian Vettel coming to the outside of Mark Webber. Webber squeezed him a little bit as Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix, as I kind of expected. But now coming into Vale and into Club to come home in second place in the British Grand Prix. We finished in second place for the second time in a row. We should have won this race actually, but Rosberg pushing us off actually lost us the race. So thanks, Rosberg. And there you go, we finished second in the British Grand Prix.
Brilliant driving, brilliant driving.
So, Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix for Mercedes, ahead of me in second place. Mark Webber finishes in third place for Red Bull Racing. Then Sebastian Vettel in fourth. Nico Rosberg, the guy who pushed us off into Copse and ruined our win, finishes in fifth. Ahead of Sergio Perez in sixth place. That's a really good points for him. Nico Hulkenberg in 7th. Fernando Alonso, a championship rival, down in 8th place. Only scoring 4 points. That's very interesting indeed. Esteban Gutierrez finishes in 9th, then Kimi Raikkonen, Adrian Searle, Jenson Button, Dan Ricciardo, Paul di Resta, Valtteri Bottas, Romain Grosjean, then Charles Pic, Jules Bianchi, Van der Garde, Chilton, Verne down in last, and then Pastor Maldonado DNF'd from the British Grand Prix. No surprises there if you crashed.
You're still second in the Drivers' Championship.
Oh, and look at that! Fernando Alonso finishing 8th has really helped us in the championship, as we are behind Fernando Alonso by 1 point. In this championship season, Fernando Alonso still leads the championship, but only by 1 point from us in 2nd place. Then Lewis Hamilton, who won this Grand Prix, moves up into 3rd in the championship, ahead of Sebastian Vettel in 4th, then Jenson Button, then Mark Webber, Nico Rosberg, Romain Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen, Sergio Perez, Nico Hulkenberg, Esteban Gutierrez in 12th place. Then it's Guido van der Garde, then Pastor Maldonado, Valtteri Bottas, Jean-Luc Verne, Charles Pic, Adrian Searle, Paul di Resta, Dan Ricciardo, Max Chilton, and Jules Bianchi. Ferrari lead the constructors by 102 points from Mercedes, then Red Bull, then McLaren 4th, Lotus 5th, Sauber 6th, Williams 7th, Caterham still in 8th, then Toro Rosso only with 2 points in 9th, then Force India still with no points in 10th place, and then 11th is Marussia with also no points. But I can't believe Force India has scored no points this season. They've been close, but they haven't got any points, which is a real shame for them. But here we are, celebrating our 2nd place. The next race, of course, is Germany, so I hope I can win there. There's Lewis Hamilton celebrating in front of the British faithful. I forgot, yeah. Hamilton won his home race for this Grand Prix. Hamilton's celebrating, and we celebrate Hamilton. We congratulate Hamilton, I should say, on his win, and we finish in 2nd place. And hopefully you enjoyed the British Grand Prix. See you guys on my next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.